Hi, I'm Tony Fleming, and this is Fleming's Ultimate Garage. Hey everybody, thanks for joining us on today's video. You know, nothing sounds more muscly than a big block Camaro convertible with a 4-speed. And as we walk around this car, enough is said about this. Now, we've had this car in 2 different configurations that you can have. So this car is dressed up in Dover white paint with the hugger orange stripes, with the interior that I just absolutely love is this orange houndstooth interior. No modern car today could pull off that interior, but it looks so at home on this car. Just looks, I don't know, I just think it looks great. When you cruise around in this car, people just go, wow, that is so cool. But we had it dressed up as an Indy Pace car convertible. Whether it was or wasn't, the tag said that it probably wasn't. So we're going to say that it wasn't, so it's been reproduced as that, but it is, in this case here, a big block 4-speed Camaro convertible with the 396 Mark IV big block in it. So let's take some of the details for a second. Like for instance, like this right here, you can barely feel the stripes on here, and what's nice about that is that they've been clear coated over. So they painted the car white, wet sanded it, painted on the orange stripes, then cleared over all this stuff, so this fits really nice. I just wanted you to see like the depth and quality of the paint. This is red font, unfortunately, on orange paint, so it's a little tough to see, but it's a nicely done paint. It's very shiny, it's got great depth, and the great thing about it here is it's underneath the fluorescent light, so if there's anything glaring that is ugly, these lights here would definitely show you what that might be. So as we walk around this car, we got great call-outs here, 396 here. You know, the trim rings and center caps, from what I can gather and from looking and researching, you know, obviously these big block cars came with a different super sport wheel. It was a 5-spoke wheel, very much like the Magnum 500s. But when you went to a Pace car, they all had these here. A couple of interesting things about Pace cars too is that they had manual tops. And the reason they had manual tops is so that during the 69 Indy Pace car, if anything was to go wrong with the hydraulics, they really couldn't have fixed it right then and there. So to eliminate anything that might have happened and tarnish the image of the vehicle, they made a manual. Just cool little facts like that. But if you wanted to, what we could do is if you wanted to keep it without the Indy Pace car callouts on the side, we could go ahead and change these wheels over to the correct big block wheel, which is the 5-spoke Magnum wheel that we have on some of the other cars that we have here. Okay? We do have power disc brakes. Let's take a peek under the hood for a second. We'll see some of the detail here. This is the RS SS, so you got the RS front end with the hideaway headlights, which look great. You got the front and rear spoilers. The front end mug of this car is still one of the best looking muscle cars ever built. Okay. All right, so let's take a peek in here. Kind of nice, you got the big block here. You got power steering, you got power disc brakes. A couple things that we forget to ask about. You know, with today's modern cars, they come standard with all those things. And we forget that some of these cars with the big motors and what have you can get a little heavy. Having those 2 little creature comforts is very nice. Cowl induction air cleaner, fresh air comes in, hits the windshield, comes down inside the hood and goes right inside here. You got your nice call outs here. It says 350 horsepower on it, but I gotta tell you, it feels a lot stronger than that, but you know, we like to put the right sticker on there just to make sure. I just like these cars. I love the colors of this car. Love the colors of this car. Okay, let's take a peek in the back. Oh, one other thing too I wanted to point out. The reason maybe this front end looks a little different than some of the others is this has an Endura front bumper. So it's a urethane covered bumper and it's painted body color. So it looks kind of cool. As we look at, for instance, like this red one next to us, look at the difference that the Endura bumper makes on the car. Looks, you know, looks kind of different. Looks kind of nice. We can have it either way. Let's come on back. We've got the stripes rolling on back here. Correct SS badge here. RS backup lights down here instead of inside the taillights. Correctly done. Okay. It's nicely done too. You got your stickers. Everything's wet sanded and polished in here. New gaskets. Okay. Trunk mat in here. The trunk's all detailed nicely. And it's been clear coated. That's a nice sound too. You know, these convertibles as they get a little older, they can sag and things like that. Just like this door really opens nicely. We talked about the orange houndstooth interior at the beginning, and I don't know. I just think that's a really, really great interior. This has a pedal dress up down below. One thing I noticed also too is that that the footwell lighting comes on, which I like. That's a good sign of what you're getting. You know, it's a little detail there, but you know, little things like that. Like we know for a fact that all the gauges work. The stuff's in here. We got the original radio here. Got your 4-speed. This is a cool car to take some people out. I mean, you go to the beach in this car, you can go to a show in this car, you can just go for a cruise. You know, this is one of those cars where you take, you know, your spouse out for dinner, and you guys pull up to a nice restaurant, and like the guy that has the Porsche out front, or the, you know, the Bentley out front, or whatever, I guarantee you, man, they move those cars and they put this car there, because this car is just flat out cool. So that you can see both ways the car looks, with and without the decals on the car. We have footage with the car running and the decals on it that we'll supply and put inside this video also, so you can kind of see how both looks and decide how you like it. Okay? You know, in closing up a video here on this one, this car really speaks for itself. The stripes with the interior, the white paint, the fact that the top goes down, I don't know. It's just a cool piece of American car. The 4-speed with the big block, the way this car sounds when it rolls down the road. This is an awesome piece if you can find a way to get it into your garage. Because you'd enjoy taking it to a car show, you enjoy just going for a drive, whatever. It just makes great sound. It drives really nice. The power disc brakes, the power steering is very nice. So anyway, just an all-around cool car. Anyway, if we can help you find a way to get this in your life, call us 301-816-1000 and we'll tell you all about it.